And Dak going to start out going to the air. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Going deep this time for Miller. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's football 101, isn't it? Tip your cap to the rookie. He knocked that one away, but he better not relax. They're going to test him all game long.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Prescott yet again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick here is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 16. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. On play action, they'll throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. It's caught. It's Miller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss it.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Now Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Run of the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jalen Tolbert, a 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 32 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it will be Falcon football.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. He's got room at the 30. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Ready.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming down to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wild Card bout. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
27 yards there, a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. finding a safety valve here. That's complete. He's got room at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. A nice run right there. And we talk this time of year about certain teams, certain players who don't have a lot of postseason history to speak of. And here's a man right here in his rookie season in the NFL, and he's being asked to carry the load at running back for this offense.
And he has acquitted himself nicely here in his rookie year. And look, I think we both believe that the burden's a little lighter on backs and receivers than it is on quarterbacks in the playoffs. But that's not to say this is going to be easy. As fast as the NFL game is in the regular season, it's like warp speed when you turn pressure up in the postseason. So let's see how he handles things early.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. Prescott now. Eluding the pressure right. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down. But The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Good.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, set. Ready, 27.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Hey, kill. Here we go, 47. Go, get out there.
Prescott looks to throw on first, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
That's good for a Cowboys.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cowboys continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The Falcons take over first down at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the set.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll get that one complete to Connor. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Okay, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Connor. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Sold out there at the end with a dive to pick up the first.
Were you as surprised as I am that they actually ran the ball there?
Yeah, I thought they might throw it.
Me too, but instead, they went old-fashioned, ran the football, and he made that call correct with that dive at the end.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 54 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Falcons 20.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
How about this? They'll try the option, left side. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Prescott. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete.
46.
Throwing here, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wall.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom. choose, make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy told me, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.